You know, I wanted to make this video and posted it before I make my SmackDown review coming on Thursday. Because overall, you can fuck up. Why video games? From all the things you can fuck up in the planet, the worst thing from the ever expanding, evolving, everlasting change of media, there's also an evolving popularization of fucking video games that have went fucking poorly polygon graphics to 2D side scrollers into 3D models into literally being nearly realistic to looking at the same thing. The worst you can fuck up is professional wrestling video games. And over the past few titles, they have been in the brink of mediocrity. And I'm saying this because I've played more video games than I watched the actual product of WWE. I have owned SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. That came out 2006. That was the first time I watched Monday Night Raw. I'm consistently because I started like 2004 or 5. Fucking over that time, I was instantly hooked into video games. I bought SmackDown versus my cousin had the game, but he let me play it. SmackDown versus Raw 2008, 9, whatever, so called. I love these video games. And the last game that I could play fondly and do whatever I want on it was literally SmackDown WWE 2K14 because of the anniversary mode. Yeah, Undertaker. Guess what they had other than a big roster you can purchase in this amongst of DLC that won't cost you a shit ton of money. And that was the first game ever. We have never used the accelerator. Because they didn't implement fucking VC back in 2K15 and then made a limited server that doesn't make you play online and have fun with your friends because they want to be just like NBA 2K. We're just trying to see how vast a market is when it goes into something as everlastingly changing as professional wrestling. And we just made it feel like a fun archaic experience, actually having the fun world as being in a WWE wrestling game. It's now just a wrestling title. And now Yoki is a developer, a longtime developer of WWE's games, have parted ways. And now they have a dual WWE cover athlete superstars in Becky Lynch and Roman Reigns. Maybe because they're the top stars in the company. Even though Roman Reigns hasn't main evented for WrestleMania since WrestleMania 30 fucking 33, and he main evented 3 WrestleManias in a row over that time. Over what Roman Reigns has been doing, feuded with Braun Strowman. He lost the Universal Championship again. He barely got in any relevant feud with Samoa Joe because it just went into a random face turn and over something that could have been an interesting storyline is who in the fuck was about to nearly kill Roman Reigns twice, and Roman Reigns thinking that he got ADD and fucking forgot that that shit ever existed and went to a different subplot. Fucking, we have Roman Reigns on the cover. Okay, we get it. He's top guy. He's top guy that WWE is trying to push over the past several years. I get it. And Becky Lynch has been hot since like late 2018. Since August 2018, after turning heel, then having this the man run and how a woman can get over using a man literally on her t-shirt. Fucking why? And we're trying to be so progressive, like we're going to go over the 4 horsewomen. Daniel Bryan got a showcase mode other than any other accomplished superstar over that time. Randy Orton. John Cena never had a showcase mode before. And he was the guy who even made your show still be alive for the past decade and a half. Batista doesn't get a showcase mode. The Undertaker doesn't get a showcase mode. Becky, the Four Horsewomen. Charlotte has become a near 10-time women's champion, and you barely even remember that she hot potatoed the title with Bayley and Sasha Banks for the majority of those championship runs. But she was a good wrestler, right? Bayley, that was the most irrelevant of the big four horsewomen, even though it was just ripping off Ric Flair's old faction name back in the 80s to early 90s. What did these women have? They never had a faction. They never were a cohesive unit. All they were is they built the women's division. The fuck did they build other than make WWE less watchable? The only reason why WWE, the women's division, was even watchable was they stopped calling the Divas women and Ronda Rousey was coming to the main roster. What were you actually going to pop for? Becky Lynch doing a moonsault or fucking Ronda Rousey kicking the shit out of the women in the main roster? Tell me what you're going to pay money to see. Because I'd rather see goddamn Ronda Rousey snap Sasha Banks and Nia Jax's necks in half than watch any of this slop, this insult to something I've been purchasing for the past couple of years. Nearly my entire life. Fucking, you waste my time. My time with that corny ass little trailer that you guys had over the course of this fucking thing over Becky Lynch thinking that she's this untouchable female that's a complete badass, and in the level of Stone Cold Steve Austin. No, Stone Cold Steve Austin looks like he's gonna kick the shit out of you and then buy you a beer. Becky Lynch looks like she's going to hug you and then you gotta buy her a piece of fucking candy and cry when you accidentally slap her in the face. How the fuck am I supposed to get over with this and buy a cover that I don't care about? And it's always WWE 2K with their crappy ass logo and no identity. What's it going to be in career mode? You're going to play as a woman and a male. Well, I guess the women's division is a different turn of events, even though they had no unique storylines back when they glorified the interesting campaign of career mode of my career back in 2K19, the game that I still own to this day, that I just play for universe mode because I like creating my own world in unique moments. That's just me. I always like creating my own story. That's just me. Other than that, I don't try to predict and use my own agenda and think that's how the business should work. I think in a logical way and how this makes fucking sense. How you can get people that don't even watch a lot of wrestling tune into your show and make sure that you faggots get back to how you were nearly 20 years ago. I'm wishing for the best here. Don't try to treat me as this cohesive, oh, I hate Smark's aesthetic. No. Not even fucking close to what kind of message I'm trying to imbue to you idiots. Over all this time, I've been watching pro wrestling. The worst thing for you guys to fuck up is not having a Road to WrestleMania. That's literally a plot of having selected wrestlers go over unique stories. They even went over female stories back in SVR 09 with Mickie James and some woman on, I think Michelle McCool on SmackDown, and then went over unique storylines. They did that for the past few years since SmackDown vs. Raw, I think 2007. And you selected any character. You could even be a female and go over the storylines. And they were all different, all plot twisting. WWE, I don't want to play it. Because I know the combat system's going to be the same. Same wrestling conjointed mechanics that they had since WWE 2K14 to 15, except they changed more stuff up and they want you to use more of the environment, and it's the same shit. Even watching the CPU, it feels so unorganic. You have to buy movesets. It was an equivalent of buying $36 worth of wrestlers. There was even a financial logic that cost that wasting 11 legends in DLC was worth $8, and I had to pay like $11 on NXT bitches, and Leo Rush costed more than Biker Undertaker. If you're in that aesthetic logic, I don't know why in the fuck you even thought to even continue a video game series with this shit. Because this has more relevance. WWE 2K has this much respect for me than NBA Live 20 coming out. And it's not. As much as you want to be like, oh, it's going to discontinue, it's just going to come back like late 2019. No, it's not. You know it's not. Over. And they want to go over this women's evolution crap, and it's like, you're telling me. I'm not going to read it right now. This is on the SmackDown's Hotel. I don't know what that is. I just looked it up. It has most of the information. And it features both male and female playable characters and mixed tag matches. Mixed tag matches. Uh-huh. What the fuck you think mixed tag matches ever existed in video games? They haven't been in video games in years, and yet they now feature it over all this time? And this the most common thing they still do in wrestling is mixed tag matches. And it requires a feud. And they take it as their biggest wrestling news. What the fuck is wrong with you? Is this supposed to be a kick? Like, I couldn't have a casket match. Inferno matches are off the playing field. Buried alive matches don't exist anymore for the 2K series. They make you customize your own matches. I had to make my own 2 out of 3 falls match in 2K19. 2 out of 3 falls matches are not on the selected criteria when it comes to one-on-one altercations. They have falls count anywhere and extreme rules when they're nearly the exact same thing, except falls count anywhere you have to pin or submit somebody from in or outside the ring. That's fucking Extreme Rules matches. And no holds barred. And Hell in a Cell. You know how generic that feels? Do you know how generic that feels? That's depressing. The soundtrack sucks in 2K19. And I swear the soundtrack for this game is gonna suck too, because they're either gonna have some neo-generic sounds with, like, fucking Imagine Dragon, some Billie Eilish, some random people that you never even heard of, even on the fucking radio. And they're just gonna do it. And they're gonna be like, we have the most largest roster in WWE history. It's cool that they're gonna bring back China, even though she should have been in 2K games before. Mankind is somehow playable. And Hulk Hogan. I hate Hulk Hogan. Yeah, that Hulk Hogan. Coming back on 2K. I don't think he has been in the 2K since 2K15 or my estimated opinion. Thanks. This abomination. This shit. I don't think this even had Hulk Hogan. This was notable for fucking Sting. GameSpot couldn't even have its right sources. Like, Jesus fuck. I hated 2K15. Like, with a passion. I only bought it because of curiosity's sake. And, by God. Oh, wow. This is just not worth it, guys. If it was up to me, I would quit playing these games. Oh my God. The most they could do is fuck up career mode. It's gonna be like House of Horrors match with a unique storyline. I don't care about showcase mode. Hook, line, and sinker. They're just gonna go over what happened on NXT. what's gonna happen like back like 2015 NXT? They're gonna bring up that Bayley and Sasha Banks match. Go over what happened WrestleMania 32 to onward. Then go over all this bullshit. Like, I don't care. Because it didn't make an impact and it doesn't make the viewership go up. What baby boomer are they talking about here? What they even say about career mode? Oh my god. All this crap sucks. Diverse, diversified my career experience. For the first time in WWE 2K20, you will be able to create both male and female my players and then compete as then as them as in my career and the journey and twist and turn storylines path with excellence, featuring cutscenes and voiceovers with your favorite WWE superstar. I don't care. Mixed tag matches are the biggest headline. I don't know why the most common thing still on live television. Every other wrestling promotion does this. And it's been going on for years, for decades. You're telling me now the biggest thing they've been doing since SVR and then the earlier WWE 2K title is this? Are they doing this because they're scared of women getting hurt in a fucking video game? Listen, I've been waiting for years if I wanted to pedigree to fucking Sasha Banks or Natalia or Naomi. The biggest thing that you should do is implement more unique goddamn stipulations. I don't care about a mixed tag match. I don't care about your mixed match challenge. No one gives a fuck about your mixed match challenge. The only reason why you guys made that important was for R-Truth and Carmella to somehow have number 30 picks in the 2019 Royal Rumble, and nobody even remembered that because your show sucks and your pay-per-views suck. Other game modes are Gauntlet-style 2K Tower mode introduced last year. Wasn't this also part of the $1 million challenge that people were scammed into doing for no reason? Including story-driven tower centered around career of Roman Reigns. Oh my god, I don't care. And obviously something that they should be improving on more. Universe mode remains a staple of the series where you control every aspect of WWE shows, including rosters, calendars, and storylines. What about new cutscenes? What about new aspects you can do? They don't implement a draft system. This is awesome. For WWE implementing the draft, and now they got that wild card thing, there's no surprise factor anymore. And I don't care about your diversified my career mode. No one buys a wrestling game because of a diversified wrestling game. Even SJWs won't be interested in your game. People want to buy a wrestling game because of the fun, the roster, the gameplay, the unique content that you guys have ongoing forth until the next copy drops. And obviously, for something as multi-platform as 2K, wouldn't you want people to play your games for a few more years and see that you guys can build up a reputation for you guys to be more profitable? Because obviously people didn't give a good rap to 2K19. 2K18 was 2K17 was a step in a decent direction, even though they were forgetting a showcase mode to begin with. Then 16 was alright because they were just rehashing the Attitude Era. 2K15 was a disaster. Hook, line, and sinker. And 2K14 was the best game so far, and it's the first one to be signed by 2K after THQ got bankrupt back in 2013. Streamlined controls. Controls will be streamlined to allow new players to jump into games more easily, while experienced players will still enjoy the challenge. Whatever. Massive playable roster. And of course, we will have DLC content for Showcase mode. Again. I'm not gonna waste money on a story. I'm not. What the fuck? You can't implement. We're going to have multiple showcase modes. How about that for content, 2K? Multiple showcase modes. They did that for Road to WrestleMania. You didn't have to do one story mode for one wrestler or a few groups. They did John Cena, Triple H, fucking Mickey James, CM Punk, The Undertaker. Was it that hard? I don't understand. WWE 2K Originals. The new service model sets to deliver wealth of WWE of 2K Showcase DLC content after the game's intentional launch. Why DLC content for Showcase? Why do I need DLC content for something that's already in the game as a Showcase mode? You mean an update? No one wants to buy an additional storyline for your $60 product. That's fucking stupid. Each 2K20 originals will present new playable world with its own unique theme and content. Oh, like what they forgot to do for their pay-per-views every year now. Each includes a showcase episode, new arenas, superstars, story towers, unlockable character parts. Wait, you mean no? Stop. Stop it. You're already fucking up. Stop with these playable with these character parts. What the fuck are character parts and more? Special editions will be a deluxe edition or a 20th SmackDown anniversary collection that you will receive an in-game bonus in what VC in playable superstars like China, Hulk Hogan, Mankind, and The Rock. You know The Rock is going to be in the game anyway. He's not going to be VC buyable. Like, what Rock are we talking about? Because you have every installation of The Rock playable other than getting more unique wrestlers. You have 1997. You might be gonna have Rocky Maivia Rock. You're going to have late 90s Rock, but early 2000s Rock, 2020 fucking 12 Rock, 2013 Rock when he lost to John Cena. I don't know what other Rocks are we talking about? Then Mankind, even though you're already gonna whatever. More will be announced. More to be announced will be 2K20 features announcing in the up and coming weeks. And I'm already losing my expectations. And this is not me being a hurtful dick, all because I disliked 2K19. That's not me. I don't like being that guy because I'm decent in wrestling games. Ask my brother and anybody around. I can kill you. And you will quit. And now wasting 20 minutes of raving over a fucking wrestling video game. I can tell you this, that maybe getting 2K20 can be a 50-50 right now, because how mediocre these games have been. They're going to be in the same graphics engine. They're going to be in the same gameplay. Except for forgettable showcase mode that you're not even gonna bother to play because you're gonna bother getting the accelerator, getting all the DLC characters, playing online with people from whatever fucked up server WWE 2K got. You're gonna play the career mode for a bit, forget all about that entire showcase career mode and how diverse it is. You're not gonna place a female. People are gonna experiment with it and then fuck it off in like the first 2 months they play as it. And now we're going to go over the entire roster, and I'm going to tell you who's going to be playable by the start. And this is the deluxe edition. So I have to pay to play for the Retro Rock. This is supposed to be the biggest roster they said in WWE 2K history, even though it's the same roster. It's the same roster that they have every year. So they have Becky Lynch, Angelo Dawkins, Asuka, Andre the Giant. That's going to be VC viable. Other VC viable characters are going to be Brutus the Barber Beefcake, Boss Man, Dusty Rhodes, Eddie Guerrero, Booker T, Papa Shango, that's new, Randy Savage, Ric Flair, Roddy Piper, Shawn Michaels, and Sting, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Other than that, it's not that impressive. It's really not. I get it. You guys want to play your wrestling game every year, even though it's the same thing. There's nothing unique. There's no different look. There's no different game mode that they're putting effort to actually expand. Thanks, they have the 2K license. They have the same thing that NBA 2K has. Stick with what sticks. Try to make it sort of different for the fans to like sort of enjoy, like my team or NBA or my career. Make it sort of look different, then make sure people forget about it and just get into the grind fest so they can make their character OP. Then broom for it all for them to get all the cool stuff. So they can play with their actual friends. Thanks the actual content that's in the game is so lackluster. And then when you want to try to replay most of the content from the previous game that you put so much hard work earning all that stuff over all that time, wasting several hours of your lifetime so you can earn all that worthless bullshit. You want to go back and play that game at least maybe 3-5 years, right? I guess like over that time a new console would come out. Then maybe you want to blow out the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, put up that game, and then you notice that all that progression is gone. Or mostly most of it is deleted. And you can't even play out with your friends anymore because the servers are fried in just 2 years. You know how much of a waste of fucking money that was. That's how it was. That's how it is. That's how it's always going to be. Because we don't give a fuck about you. This is all about making us look good. And you buy our shit because we like ruining your memories. How it used to be fun to like outlandish characters wearing tights. And now, there's too many bitches wearing tights. And they're not even doing much. That's my take on what's going on so far for WWE 2K20. Jesus Christ, I am really not that enticed. I mean, I'm still gonna buy the game. There's nothing gonna stop me. But this is just telling you how the average fan is on buying your game. As much as you want to see up, down, play it, have a bit of fun. Dank Ops. I subscribe to him. He's a great dude. He seems to be an interesting content creator, and obviously he seems to have fun in what he does. Not just watching this and playing it for so many years and noticing that they're not evolving in what they're doing, other than SmackDown versus Raw coming from doing GM mode to the first time creating universe mode, creating story mode. Road to WrestleMania making in-depth storylines. They made a hub world for Road to WrestleMania. They made they they made a lot of changes. They made creating your own threads. All that WWE 2K implemented and sort of made their own name switches and did nothing what SVR did that made it such a fun, memorable game. Because I'd rather go back and if SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 was playable, backwards compatible for the PS4 or Xbox One, I'm playing that shit from a heartbeat. Because I don't want to touch my PS3 or play Xbox 360 right now. I don't. And that's my take on WWE 2K20. If you guys have any other opinions or info you guys want to drop out over the up and coming weeks before the game comes out, you're much obliged. So thank you for watching and taking your taking your time to watch my video. Thank you for watching.